Hope you've passed your scuba license exam. We're underwater at the Atlantis. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend?
Muhammad Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
You can hardly hear.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see right now, right in front of me.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of defense here at all. They exchange punches. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Tried to score with a jab. Boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think, come on, bell, ring away.
Here we go for round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot. That's what their mantra is.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
That one lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Just the same.
Switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Let's get here. Good work there. The jabs are working nice. Those were.
Breathing and stepping around. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get this boxing back together. You getting soft on me?
On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good punch. Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Can't find a home for that jab. He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Punch scores. Nice counter. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Nice counter shot. Ooh, that uppercut had to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope they just...
Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
There's a counter shot. You believe what we are seeing. Exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They threw the hook. It didn't land. That right uppercut misses. the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Perfect counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but whoa, wait a minute! The big Ukrainian in big trouble. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it. Let's start the 6th. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Usyk! And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And they figure... We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You're being put down, you've got to think right.
And there's the bell to start round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Beautiful counter punch. Just missing with the uppercut. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. Is he going to punch himself out, though? They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Nice work to avoid. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked out. Round 8, and we're off again. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Punching. So close with that uppercut. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the guard, Stacy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is,
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
7, 8.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Shot lands. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
Unanimous? You know what?